Happy New Year, everyone. I'm sure many of you have sought the Lord for this new year and for his direction for your life. And on January the 1st, I asked the Lord for a scripture and he gave me John chapter 20, verse 21 and Isaiah chapter 8, verse 8. And in John, Jesus said, "Peace be with you. As the Father has sent me, so I am sending you." And in Isaiah chapter 6, verse 8, Isaiah heard the call of God, "Whom shall I send? Who should go for us?" And he said, "Here am I, send me." Now the word sent in Greek is the word apostello, and that's the word where we get apostolic or the apostles. And it's that sense of being sent out on a mission as an ambassador for the sender. And the word Isaiah means Yahweh is salvation. And I believe that for this year, there is a heavenly mandate, an apostolic mandate for us to go out with a prophetic message that Christ is our salvation. And this is an exciting message. I believe also that there are 4 essential elements that we need to fully recognize and really be aligned with if we are going to be effective ambassadors for Christ. 1 is understanding transitions. 2, having a clear vision. 3, being responsive to the call. And 4, having a high expectation. And in my message, I explained the importance of transition using Isaiah as the example. And in chapter 6, we saw that King Uzziah died. And that was a very important transition period for the nation of Israel. And that was the beginning of Isaiah's ministry. And transitions are very, very important things because as we enter into a new season, it's important that we let the old die. We see that in Joshua's life where God said to Joshua in chapter 1, "Moses is dead. Time to move on." And very often we need to let things die, even good things sometimes, in the old season so that we can move into our new season. God often speaks at strategic moments during times of transitions. So what transitions are you facing in your life? Are you entering into a new season? Well, expect God to speak to you during these times. The second element is vision. Now, Isaiah, when he was called to the ministry, he had a clear vision of God. He had an encounter that changed his life completely. He had a clear vision of himself, his sinfulness, his nature before the holy God. And he also had a vision of his ministry. And it was that vision that caused him to take the next step. And for us, for you and for me, it's absolutely important that we have an encounter with God that changes us forever, that gives us a clear perspective of who we are without Christ, but also a vision of who we can be with God fully in us, fully flowing through us. And I think then it leads us to the third element, which is responsiveness. And I don't know about you, but I love it when God excites something in our hearts and we are ready and we're saying, "Yes, Lord, here we are." And I believe that in 2021, God is calling us to take the initiative because it says faith without works is dead. So what message are we hearing? What message are you hearing? And are you going to take the relevant steps by presenting yourself to God and say, "Here am I, send me"? Isaiah took a general call, he personalized it and made it his own. And that is what God is calling you and he's calling me to do, I believe, in this season, in this year, to hear the call of God that he's sending out the church and making it our own. And fourthly, there's an expectation. In John chapter 20, verse 21, Jesus said, "My peace be with you." His shalom is with us. God's provision for everything that we need to get the job done is with us. And therefore, as we go into 2021, we are not coming into and going into this year with a hope, or we hope everything is going to turn out all right. We are going with full expectation because God has sent us, God has equipped us, and God has made sure that every provision is for us. So, what are we going to do this year? Let's get a clear perspective in 2021. Let's run for the one in 2021. And also, let's go forward into this year with full confidence that we've got everything that we need to complete the mission of reaching those people that God is bringing to us in 2021. So make sure that you listen to the podcast because I go into so much more details. Enjoy it, and until next time, bye-bye.